So I've made a few videos on all this gender stuff recently, and I don't want to make any more videos about this stuff. I don't want to, but I have to because the stories just keep getting more and more ridiculous. It's like a car accident. You've got to look. I mean, look at this. Here's the headline. Women's swimwear company names non-binary biological male as new brand ambassador, as the new brand ambassador for a women's swimwear company. So here's an ad of theirs from 2020, and this just looks like a normal ad. I mean, there's beautiful women wearing the clothing to make the clothing look good. Seems like a reasonable marketing strategy to me, but I guess they decided that no, having these beautiful women wearing their swimwear to make their swimwear look good, that's just a complete waste of time. Because this is how you sell it now. This thing. Because we all know, I mean, if you're not non-binary, you're just boring these days. But I can't help but think, and just call me crazy, but I can't help but think this just looks like a man in a dress. Here we go again. I mean, I don't know if this person's going to be wearing the bikinis, because, I could just see a lot of problems here. It's clearly just a man, for one. I mean, you've got the beard and the chest hair, and, yeah. I don't know if this is any weirder than anything else that's happening right now. All I know is that I don't want to see this guy in a bikini. Let's go to the Sea Folly webpage. Here's a lovely looking woman modeling the clothing. Looks great. I assume it's a woman. I mean, there's no beard or chest hair, so, she's doing something right. I mean, here's some more. Not seeing any bulges. So this all makes sense. Because I can't help but think that when a woman's going out to buy some swimwear, they'd like to look like this instead of this. Let's see. It says that when they announced this Australian activist, so it's an activist, a non-binary activist, Denny Todorovich, when they announced that this was going to be their new brand ambassador, apparently, shockingly, the news was met with a mix of reactions. Let's see. And apparently the label was met with a host of comments, many from people who were upset about the use of a biological male as brand ambassador instead of a female. The comments have since been turned off on the post. And following a backlash against the brand, Sea Folly released a statement against what it called hateful language. And I wonder how much of it was actually hateful language and how much of it was just people saying, oh, come on. So what does all this mean? It just means the Western world is becoming increasingly absurd and divorced from reality. And every aspect of Western culture is becoming infected with like Lysenkoism, just ideological capture, which makes everything dysfunctional. Like this. Now, this is obviously being done for publicity, to get ink, to get attention on their brand. And when it comes to that old saying that there's no such thing as bad publicity, yeah, I think we're starting to put that to the test. We're finding out what the limits of that are. Because there's another saying, get woke, go broke. And they don't say it for nothing. And here's the thing, I don't think anybody ever really cared about any of this, what adults do, how they dress, whatever, until it started being jammed down people's throats, but not just being pushed on adults, but being pushed on children. This is all a part of the push to get radical gender theory in front of, actually kindergartners, that young. All a part of the push to tell, 6-year-olds that, maybe they're born in the wrong body. Again, nobody cared about any of this stuff until they started pushing it on children. So I think with stuff like this, you have to make a statement. You have to boycott it. The only thing you can really do to make your displeasure known to these companies is just to starve them of money. Don't give them your money. And one way or another, if enough people do that, either the company just simply won't be there anymore, or they'll just simply go back to selling you the products that you want again without trying to indoctrinate you and your family into some weird cult. On that cheery note, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.